building house in the village first and building house in township first? Which one do you think one should do first?
Well, on my own understanding, as a builder I am.
Okay.
So I think building house in the village and building house in the city. Village is where your priority home, where you come from.
Okay.
And township is where you just come outside to hustle. Everybody find that when you leave your village, you come outside, maybe in the township to hustle, to set a living.
Okay.
It's your family.
Yeah.
So my own understanding, I think both of them are very important.
So which one will someone do first? Which one do you think is very important for you to do first?
Building home in a village is very important because no matter whatever you do in the township, don't forget that you have a home that you soon go back. So I think building home in the village is more important than in the township.
Okay, so if you are opportune to build, you are going to build in your village first.
If I'm opportunity to build, I'll build in my hometown first, which is my village.
Okay, but some people have it that that building house in the village, that Christmas is just like 1 week, after which you come back to the city and you leave the house for cockroach and rat and of a thing. So, but for you think that building house in the village is better than building in the city first?
Yes.
Okay, when you make money now, you prefer to build in the village first?
If I'm opportunity as I am now to make money, which I've already made the money.
Okay.
So my target is home, which is my village.
Okay.
I must stand the structure there before I think about this side. Because when I give back to my kid, the first thing they are going back home.
Okay. Okay. So which tribe in Nigeria do you think that usually have home or build houses in the village?
I think the people that does that so much, which they love it, is Igbo.
Igbo tribe.
Igbo tribe, which is this word I've forgotten, but the people that love doing that is Igbo. They come here to do their business, but anything they want to do is back home.
Okay. So Igbo tribe, they like building house in their villages first.
Yeah, I think so.
The best is building building in the city first.
Okay, you prefer to build house in the city first. Please, can you give us your reason?
My reason is that because in the city you have to pay rent. In the village you don't have to pay rent. So if you have the money, you do it first in the city so that you avoid paying rent.
Okay, to avoid paying rent in township. Then when you now go back to your village, maybe during this Christmas, where will you stay? You can manage your father's home?
Yes, because you are coming from somewhere. So when you go to the village, you stay there first. Before you get, at a time you get your own apartment in the village.
Okay.
So because before this time you have parents and they're living somewhere.
Okay.
And that is why it's important to do it in the township first.
Okay, so that maybe when you now go, you can manage your parents' home. Yeah. Then with time, you can now build there also.
I think building house in the village should be your priority. Should be the first thing you should do before building the city. My reasons are, city is like another man's land. If there's any crisis in the city, where will you run to? But if you have a house in the village, you can run to your village. For example, during NSAS, there was crisis in where I was living. My village was my rescue. So building house in the village should be your priority first before building the city. City is another man's land. But we have an origin. So building your village first before building in the town.
So you prefer to pay rent in the city, then you build house in the village. Then after the Christmas, you go back to the city and the house will be taken over by cockroach and rats.
Well, if you're analyzing it that way, it may look somehow. Why I said building house in the village? Village should be your priority. I said it's your own origin, it's where you come from. Then the second option is when you have more money, you build in the city. You can pay rent in the city, you can build in the village. Forget that you go once a year, forget that. Your own is your own.
Okay. So I want to ask, which tribe in Nigeria do you think that build the most houses in the village?
Igbo, especially Anambra. I'm from Anambra. We love our village house more than township, and we value it, and we build village house first before township. Igbos, they like their village houses.
So are you saying that Igbo man will build mansion in the village, then go back to township and pay rent?
Yes, he will build a mansion in the village and bring in Bacha in the township. He will tell it's another man's house, another man's land. They prefer to achieve a mansion in the village and have a tent in the township.
Okay, that's very well.
As for me, I need to. If I want to build, I'll build in my village first, before any other community or anything.
Okay, you build in your village first.
Yeah,
Which tribe are you?
I'm from Anambra State.
Ah, they talk One for. So you prefer to pay rent in township, then build mansion in the village where you go and stay 1 week.
I prefer to pay rent in township. So in case anything happen in the township, I have a place to run to.
That's your village.
My village, I hide my head.
Wow. So which tribe in Nigeria do you think that build the most houses in the village?
It's Anambra State now.
Anambra, that's the Igbos.
Igbos.
So Igbos are the people that like building house in the village.
You know now.
I know that.
You know now. The Igbos are the best when it comes to buildings.
Yeah.
They know we are the best.
Yeah.
And when it comes to money too, I not batego. I not batego well.
All right.
I'll build in the village first
You build in the village first. Why?
because township is not my place. I just came to hustle. Anything that happened to me first, I have to go to village first. So if a case suddenly something occur, I want to my visitors when they come to my village, they will know that I have my own house. There are some people they like building house in the township. When they go to village, they don't have a home. So me, I need to have home first before coming to build in township first.
Okay, so you prefer to pay rent in the in township, then now leave your big mansion in the village.
Not about paying rent, but for the rent I will pay. I cannot build in, but first I will build in my village before building in township.
Okay, so which tribe in Nigeria do you think that build houses in the village first?
It's Igbo now.
Igbo tribe.
Igbo, Abia,
Abia to be precise.
Abia State.
Okay.
Building house in the village.
Okay, you prefer to build house in the village.
Yes, first.
Why?
Because I need to build in the village so that I can even have house on my own in the village first before building outside.
But you don't stay in your village, you stay in township. Oh.
Oh, okay. I thought that I'm saying in the village, that's why I need to build house in the village. But if I'm saying in the township, I need to build house.
No, wait, sir. As you are now, you are in township, right? Yes. If you have money now to build house, would you go to your village and build it first, or will you build it in this place you are?
No, in the township first.
Okay, you prefer to build in township first?
Yes, before going to the village and build management in the village.
Why?
I stay in the township, so I need to build house in the township here first, so that I will feel comfortable first before I go to the village. You can build house in the village. Hey, I did work.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, I did work. All right.
All right.
Village.
Why?
City.
Why do you choose to build house in the city, in the village?
If you have occasion and they want to invite people, if you don't have house in the village, where will you keep them? In the city?
So you prefer to build house in the village,
yes,
then come to township and pay rent?
Yes. After paying enough rent, I'll now gather money to build my own in the city.
Wow. So which tribe do you think that build the most house in the village?
Igbo, of course.
Igbo tribe.
Yes.
They used
both
to build
in the city.
Both in the city.
Yes.
But that village, you know, they play with them.
No, they don't play with that. They don't play. They don't play now. Because as this season doing now, all of them they travel go back home now.
So you prefer to build a house and stay 1 week in the village?
But, I go stay for one room for town. Build duplex for village before I come build the house for this town where I dey so.
For 1 week enjoyment?
Yeah.
You prefer it like
When I
that?
enjoy finish, I come back. Only 1 week, no problem. It dey enough.
Wow, that's good.